Hello guys, I hope you guys are well this very chilly cold front weekend. I actually want us to talk about Tyla. The sun is gonna go away, so let me do this as quick as possible. Guys, I am blown away by the audacity of a child. Inkani yengan. Sibete sangwana. I am actually so blown away by that guy's level of delusion. I actually cannot believe it. I cannot believe that a 17 or 18-year-old boy, I mean, it could be 16 or 17 or 18, had so much delusion and so much faith that this little dream of his will come true. Like the day he posted on his TikTok that he would like Tyla to come all the way back to South Africa and accompany him to the matric dance, to his matric dance, and had the audacity to put that crazy faith on a public platform like Twitter, like TikTok, pardon me, and invite everyone along in his delusion. And to go to bed last night seeing him walking with that Tyla, what is it, image, I'll put it up here, and to actually wake up today, log on to TikTok and find that Tyla actually came to his matric dance. Crazy faith, Sana, like insane. That is another level of insanity. Like, you need to have a level of delusion in you to be able to put it out there and hope that it'll work. I mean, this is Tyla we're talking about. Tyla is a current global, world, international sensation. Everybody everywhere wants to be with Tyla, okay? Just last week, she was booked out at the Nickelodeon event where she was being all slammed up, and I think she was the main star of the Nickelodeon this year. Amongst many other things that Tyla's doing globally. And to have a boy like Mollwane say, I want that very Tyla to come to my very matric dance. Crazy. Put out what you want out there. Put it out there. You don't need to tell it to like everyone. You don't need to also put it on TikTok. No. You just need to like say it out with your mouth that this is what I want, and I'm going to believe God that it is going to happen for me. Like, I am so inspired and moved by the bravery, the courage, the faith of a little boy to call something that seems impossible and say, this is what I want. And to have grown-ups in South Africa closer to the time discourage him and tell him that what a crazy dream you have. I mean, there were little kids. The younger generation was really believing that Tyla's coming. They stood by the fact that Tyla was coming until Tyla arrived. Like, I think they were going to hold on to that faith that Tyla was coming until the matric dance ended. And Mollwane posted a video of how he's at home, tucked in and about to sleep. Those kids, those youngsters were railing behind Mollwane and having so much faith that Tyla's coming. And us adults, because we know better, we were there like, oh my gosh, she's so crazy. Like, what a crazy idea. It's not going to happen. 5FM is like making him believe that this thing is possible. They're swaying him around. The thing is not possible. Tyla's not going to come. She's booked, busy, and paid. There is no way that she's coming to South Africa for like charity work. The adults were actually the ones discouraging this child. Hore, you are dreaming a bit too much. Calm down with those dreams. Do you know who Tyla is? The day he picked up his phone and said, I want Tyla, he knew who Tyla was. He was not confused. He knew for a fact who Tyla was. And he said, I want Tyla to come to my MD. Did Tyla not do that? Did Tyla not arrive at the MD? I couldn't believe my eyes this morning. Like, I was blown away. I was so blown away, guys. And I was just like, you know what? I want to have crazy faith. Like, the God of ordinary, I've seen him so many times. The God of reality, I've seen him so many times. I literally know how he works. I literally want to believe God for like the audacious stuff, the craziest of things. The stuff where you would not, like the stuff where reality says otherwise. That's the kind of stuff that I want to start believing God for. Like, not the ones where it makes sense in my mind that this thing would happen. That one where there is no sign. Akho sign, Ntase. Akho resource. Akho nothing. I just want to believe God that this crazy dream that I have, you, oh Lord, will help bring it to life for me. I am so, like, listen, I'm inspired by Mollwane today. Like, it's so filled in my heart that I needed to share it. I needed to record this. I needed to say, guys, have faith like a mustard seed, bruh. Like, do you know how tiny a mustard seed is? Guys, that's the level at which I am operating from today on, all thanks to Mollwane. Like, I think I needed this reminder, because when you grow up and you start like knowing disappointment and knowing failure and knowing like reality sharing, like you just start downsizing the level of your dreams and your aspirations. You honestly just start dreaming within reach. Not when my God is the creator of this world and everything that is in it. No, child. I am about to believe God for the most audacious dreams that I've had, and I've parked aside because reality says. Sana faith. Yo, to believe him and to have so much faith that it's gonna happen. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, please, guys, like the Bible says, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things to come. That is exactly what I am holding on to, things to come, and believing that they will come. Like, I don't even know what to make an example with, like, without telling you guys all of my crazy and audacious dreams. Like, YouTube as an example. I am probably I'm close to 500 subscribers, right? And I've garnered these subscribers in the past 6 months, right? I'm about to go into the second part of the year right now. And I know that I can get to another 5, like I know I can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, because I've got another 6 months. I can switch up the strategy. Like, it's very attainable. Like, for me, it's like close to realistic for that to happen. Audacious faith, yeah, Mollwane. Crazy faith, like delusion. You know what delusion says? Delusion says I can get to 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year. Clock that, because that is actually what I'm gunning for the rest of the year. Like, I've always said, no, I'm gonna get to like 1,000 subscribers at the end of the year, because it made sense. Like, it made sense. 500 beginning of the year, we really can. We honestly really can. But that is like such a comfortable level of belief. That is like, I'm not pushing myself or my faith in any form, way, form, or size. I'm just saying he did it in the first 6 months, or I did it in the first 6 months. I can do it in the next 6 months. No. I literally want, and I'm hoping, and I'm working towards having 1,500 subscribers on this here platform. Do you understand how crazy faith? Like, you know what I mean? So I'm saying that in the next 6 months, I want 1,000 subscribers. Crazy faith. Crazy faith. And I can literally apply this in every area of my life. I can just share something like quickly. Before we moved to the house that we're staying in now, we lived in a 2-bedroom apartment at the Blythe. So we lived there, and then when we were pregnant with Hoshi, we were gonna stay there for another a bit. But when we were pregnant with Hoshi, we're like, no, it's a 2-bedroom. There's not a lot of space. Let's move and go to a bigger house. We started applying for we knew where the estate we wanted to live at, right? We started applying at that estate. Did we not get rejections? The first application we put in, we were rejected for a house. Oh, we loved that house. We didn't afford that house when we applied for it. And then they rejected it, right? And then my husband is like, okay, like, what are we going to do? Are we going to like move into a smaller house, or are we going to stay here at the Blythe? So I'm like, I'm not going to move into a smaller house only to want to move again after like a year or two, because a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom is still going to be small for our 2 children, our helper, visitors. 3 bedrooms are going to work for us for long anyway. So I'd rather have us stay more the Blythe until we find something that is like at least 4+ bedrooms in an estate that we really love. So I'm like, I'm not in a rush. Let's stay here at the Blythe. We'll make it work for the next couple of months, right? And then the year is 20. I don't know which year the lady went to school. Not this year, last year. She started crèche, daycare, whatever. You know where we enroll Naledi for school? We enroll Naledi at the estate that rejected us when we applied for a house. We enrolled Naledi there. Do you know that it was a 30-minute drive from our house to fetch Naledi, and a 30-minute drive to come back? My husband would drop her off in the mornings, and then I would fetch her in the afternoons. Guys, at that time, I think I was 6, 7. If Naledi went to school in January and Hoshi was born in March, I was like 6, 7 months pregnant. Heavily pregnant, and I was driving to and fro an hour every day to fetch Naledi. And I was like, when we were looking at schools at the Blythe, there's a Curo Academy opposite the Blythe where we stayed. I was like, no. We are driving. I am driving this road, and I'm taking her to that school there, because I'm trusting in God that another house is going to come up. We're going to also apply for that house. I don't care what these ones who've rejected us, I don't care for them. I know what I want, and I am believing for a house at that estate, and we are going to live there. Hi, fine, okay. I do that whole driving every day, fetching Naledi. Guys, I did that until I gave birth, fetching Naledi, dropping her off and seeing that estate. Like, guys, we prayed and we fasted for that house. And we started planning our lives around that house, like planning my routes to work, planning everything. Like, it was as though we are already living there in all of our plans, future plans, etc. Another house came up. We applied for that house. Every time we applied for a house, I had faith that they were gonna say yes. Even after getting that first rejection, I was like, they are going to say yes. Guys, 3 months later, we applied for the house at the same estate. The price of that house was the same one that they rejected us with a couple of months back. We applied for a house. Naledi is still going to that school. Trust and believe, we got that house. The house that we got had more rooms than it had, an extra bedroom than the one that we initially wanted. April, I'm telling you that in April, after a few weeks after Hoshi was born, we moved into that house. There was no one staying there, so we moved into that house, paid the people rent until that house was like transferred to us. You know, when I watched the Mollwane story this morning, like, it's just a little boy going to his matric dance, nothing hectic, wanting Tyla to come with him to the matric dance, like nothing out of this world really. But it reminded me that, no man, I know a God that does over and above what we always believe him to do, you know. Like, I know a God that wants you to like have crazy faith, a God that wants you to have faith that moves mountains. And I was like, I've been going about life very realistically, very like, oh, calm down, Sharon, really. I've been going through life like that. And I had to remind myself this morning, or the Mollwane situation had to remind me this morning, that no, man, you know a God that does this. You know a God that did that. Are we not living in an estate where we thought we would not live, at least anytime soon? Are we not? Are we not doing just fine financially when we initially thought it was going to like hammer us, stretch us? Are we not? Is our child not going to that very same school that she started going to last year when we were living 30 minutes away from the school? 30 minutes without traffic. That place was far. It was on the other side of Pretoria East. And I drove every single day to go fetch that Naledi girl of mine and have faith. Every time, guys, when I was passing by to that school driving in to fetch Naledi, I would pray. I would pray like, God. And then when you leave the school, there are cars that go right into the estate, and then there are cars that go left outside the estate leaving. I was like, God, I can't wait to go right. I cannot wait to go right and go into the estate. And guys, I prayed. And we were praying from a place of thanksgiving. Like, we were not even praying from a place of desperation. Like, we were so certain that that is where we are going. And God was like, bet. And he did that very impossible. You know where God even gives you better than what you had initially wanted, or better than the first house you had applied at. Oh, child, I cried. I remember crying so much when my husband came back and he said he got a call and they rejected us. Hey, son, I was working from home. He was at work. I wept. I don't know if it was hormones from pregnancy or if I was like that disappointed, but I wept. I wept, and when my husband said, must we make plan B or what? Must we stay here? I was like, let's stay here. We'd rather stay here. And we did. Until at God's timing, at his perfect timing, did we move into an estate that we both loved. We both trusted God for. Guys, I'm filled up. Like, I'm filled up to believe again. Like, I'm filled up to trust again. To believe again that God can and God will. You know what I mean? Guys, so if you've been following the Mollwane and Tyla story, I hope it moved you just as much as it moved me. And I hope you can go for those audacious dreams that you've parked aside, or those audacious dreams that people have told you that you are crazy for dreaming them, or those audacious dreams where people made you believe, like, stop believing in them, or those audacious dreams that you've parked because it doesn't make sense, it's not realistic, it's not gonna happen. Oh, please calm down. I really hope and pray that you go back to those dreams, whether it is starting a business, whether you're applying for something and you do not qualify for it. Guys, apply for it. Whether it is building, whatever you want to build, whatever you want to start, sana, whatever you want, whatever you desire in your heart, trust and believe God for it, guys. He can do it. And I needed this Mollwane thing to remind me that my God is so big. Like, whatever dream you have, like, Mollwane is in matric. Of course, his dreams are not as audacious and big as mine. My dreams are like the places I want to go, the people I want to meet, the houses I want to live in, the cars I want to drive, the health of my children, my family, everyone. Like, my dreams are like that. He's in matric. His dream, audacious dream, is for Tyla to come back to South Africa for Mahala and accompany him to his matric dance and perform at his matric dance. Did Tyla not do that? Guys, God will meet you at your place of trust and at your place of belief and at your place of need. He will do that. Let's go back to that place of believing God for the crazy, guys. Oh my gosh. Guys, let me go. I love y'all. I love you so much. And I really Like, try God, guys. Like try him out. Like, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy who's just here to make your dreams come true. That's what he does. Takes nothing away from you, but actually just gives you more. Like, what a relationship. Blown away. I'll see you next time. Bye.